Yo guys, welcome back. This is Arnav and you are watching my daily vlog. However, this video is not going to be about what I did in today, but what I did till now and what I'm going to do after this point. So, first of all, coming to how did I get introduced to blockchain? When I was learning about Web 2, that is the uh, that is the version of web development that we are up until we are in now is web 2 where things are centralized. I came across this term web 3 which means a decentralized platform for everything, which came from the idea of decentralization. So we are going to talk about how I started, how I came to know about it, what did I research about, and all of it, and what am I doing right now, what do I plan to do in the future. So first thing that I did is the first thing is curiosity. When I was learning HTML and CSS, I used to constantly look for things that are not known to me, that are not that common everywhere. And among those things, I came across blockchain and quant development. Quant development is something related to where Goldman Sachs works. If you know, Goldman Sachs is a very big company, very big association, I'll say. And Jane Street, if you know. I had these two interests. First, I planned to become a fintech developer by doing what like by doing the MERN stack completely and then focusing on the financial applications, fintech applications. But then I also came across blockchain, and the idea of decentralization fascinated me so much that I planned and decided to do blockchain development itself. Now coming to the second point of the video, the second point is about research. As I told you, I had curiosity. I started researching so much about it. I saw so many videos, whatever videos that were available on internet. I guess I have seen all of them, and I'll say you will need to do a lot of research yourself because it's not easy. The terms are so terrifying. Not terrifying, I'll say. The terms are overwhelming for a beginner. So I'll say do a lot of research on whatever you want to do. I did a lot of research, how to do, where to do, when to do, what to do, everything. Like really, I did a lot of research. I gave months and months for the research purposes. Now I know what to do. Now I know where to do. The third part is career opportunity. What can you become after getting into blockchain? What are the options for becoming something? You will have career opportunities like protocol engineer, smart contract developer, full stack blockchain developer, front end blockchain developer, back end blockchain developer, and many more like DeFi engineer, cryptography developer, zero knowledge, yeah, I shall say ZK developer. And there are a lot of options, but for beginners you will just be a front end or back end or a full stack blockchain developer. It almost depends on you and your job. However, you should not restrict yourself to become something one of these, because you should never restrict yourself from becoming anything. If you can be something, will be something. And however, it will always depend on which company gives you what role. So just learn everything, just try to learn everything one by one, master everything. You will not be able to master everything, but you will always be able to, like, if you did front end, you will do back end, and then you will be full stack developer, right? And similarly, if you learn smart contracts, you will learn to audit them, then you will be a smart auditor, and then you can be different stuffs. You can work on. Now comes the scary part. The scary part is that in India, we don't have so many job openings for this niche, because they think, like, for a long time blockchain was in discussion, but now the blockchain has gotten away from discussion. It is not out of scope or it is not a very low scope field. It is just the demand is high, the supply is very low, because not all of them explore it, because the authentic web dev is way too much into the market, that they don't, that the seniors, even the seniors, if you meet some seniors of you in your college, they don't know, most of them don't know about blockchain, and not the colleges give exposure about the blockchain. There are only you and me and some people are like us who come across a concept and we research on it, we see what it is, and we are fascinated from the idea. So I'll say, don't hope any jobs from India. You will get remote jobs if you are skilled enough. So the only thing you can do is be so irreplaceable that your CV is just non-ignorable. Okay. The next part is a Rust or Solidity. Beginners almost get confused about starting language. See, whichever language you take, you are going to learn other languages, you are going to learn other stacks, but for a beginner, I will say go with Solidity, because Solidity has a less steeper slope for learning. Rust is going to be a little harder and overwhelming, because you don't have a lot of tutorials on those. I mean, you don't have tutorials on any of these things except for 1 to 2 channels which have very big tutorials, like 50 or 30 hours, and I don't do tutorials. I myself personally don't like doing videos, learning from videos. I like it from documents and reading stuff and applying it in my things. It always it almost depends on what you are and how you like to study. I am doing Solidity. I have also consulted one of the IITian who is currently contributing to Bitcoin, Summer of Bitcoin, Summer of Bitcoin, and he too suggested me to start with Solidity, because the same reason it may cause me a headache to start with Rust. I can always switch to Rust if I want to, but first I will master Solidity and making smart contracts. So coming to the resources part of the video, I will tell where I am doing it from. First, the primary resource is ChatGPT. ChatGPT gives you everything you will need, right? Second, internet. Internet has so much to offer that nobody else will ever give you. Go and surf on internet, Reddit, Quora, Discord servers, everything you will, however you will get it from the official websites of whatever you are learning. For example, if you are learning Solidity, you will have a official website and documentation of Solidity. You will have Ethereum, you will have everything, you will need from internet. Third thing is YouTube. YouTube is also a great resource. However, for Web3 part, it is not that great, because there are not too many useful videos on Web3 on YouTube. But yeah, there are some which are really great and really useful. After that, you have websites like Alchemy University and Crypto Zombies, which teach you Web3 very nicely, very politely and very patiently. I mean, when you will start learning from those websites, you will feel like you are learning, because you are reading. One side you are reading everything that you have to do, that the lesson is teaching you. There are lessons, right? Lesson is teaching you, then they will ask you to apply it into the other side of your screen, which is a great thing to do. Learning and then applying, learning and applying. This makes your memory really good, and I am doing the same. I am learning myself. I am learning from Crypto Zombies. It's a website you can, and it is free. I am telling you free resources, because I myself cannot invest. I don't have money to invest, honestly. I am really a broke man who is trying to be not a broke man, and I guess everybody is trying to do the same. So just that's what I that's what I had to say in this video. Anything extra if you want. See, resources are very clear. These two websites I have said, I will give the link in the description. YouTube, ChatGPT, and official documents are very important. Just take the official documents. If you don't understand them, take the official documents, give it to the ChatGPT, or whatever agent you are using, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, whatever, ask it to explain it to you in the most simple way you can. You can train your own LLM. Yeah, like I myself has trained my ChatGPT in such a way that it is now acting like a personal guide to me, which is a very great thing. It will take time, but you have to train it. You have to train it the way you want it to be, right? That was all for this video. And you can comment, you can ask in my, like you can ask in my Instagram DMs of how to do and what to do, and whatever doubts you have, queries you have regarding this, I'll be there for you. You can also ask me on LinkedIn. You can also follow me on LinkedIn and see what I am doing daily, because I post there daily my learnings, what I have learned for the day. So you can go and check out my LinkedIn too. I'm not promoting anything, I'm just telling you to observe what I am doing, what a consistent person doing, and what you are interested in, right? That was all for the video. Bye bye.